We don't hate you. We don't care enough about you to hate you. We just see that you're a fool. You make a fool out of yourself virtually every day. That's why we talk about you. We're laughing at you. We're making a mockery of you. You're making a mockery of yourself. It's not hatred. You really should learn to distinguish between those two different emotions because you're receiving one in droves, and it's not hatred. You can act, like you're Beyonce all you want. You're not. And just like her, you can play the victim when you're not. But you're going to have your hands full with people laughing at you because you behave so foolishly.
When Megyn Kelly goes after a politician, it isn't just criticism. It's a political firestorm. Jasmine Crockett, once celebrated as the Democrats' fiery newcomer, walked straight into the blast zone. Kelly didn't just question Crockett's record. She shredded the entire facade, exposing her as more spectacle than substance. What was supposed to be a steady rise to power now looks like a crash landing, and Crockett may never recover.
I've had about enough of her. She wants to be like a member of the squad. She thinks of herself like an AOC. She talks like, she's from the hood. Meanwhile, she grew up in a nice family. She didn't talk like this 3 years ago. 3 years ago, she sounded like you and I sound in this conversation. Like, I'm really excited to be going to Congress. I can't wait to get started on my new job. And now she's like, we need us.
Kelly locks in on Crockett's habit of confusing noise with power. The louder Crockett shouts, the more convinced she seems that she's winning. But Kelly dismantles that illusion instantly. Volume isn't intelligence, and outrage isn't evidence. Beneath the shouting, the gestures, and the theatrics, Kelly reveals there's very little substance, showing how Crockett mistakes the sound of her own voice for authority. And Kelly exposes that delusion mercilessly.
So she claims to be, from her people. She puts on this image that she understands the Black American struggle. But let's face it, the girl went to private school. She went on to, I don't know what college and law school. She went to, it's like, she's a complete fake.
Yeah.
She's as fake as her eyelashes. She's as fake as her hair. She's as fake as her fingernails. And she is such a massive fraud.
Kelly's takedown turns brutal as she exposes Crockett's rise as manufactured. She wasn't vaulted into the spotlight because of her accomplishments, but because she fit a narrative the party needed. Crockett became useful as a loud defender, a dependable attack dog for leadership, yet she's failed to prove she can do more than bark on cue. Kelly rips away that protective illusion, revealing a politician propped up by optics rather than ability.
The Clinton administration.
Please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk noise and then
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
He said, Jasmine, what you have to realize is that if you are really going to make change, it's not going to be in the Texas House. He said, you did a great job playing defense, but you have a chance to play offense. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
Meanwhile, you pointed out, but her high school looks like a cast.
If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Back to the takedown. Kelly doesn't just criticize. She contextualizes. She places Crockett alongside a long list of politicians who mistake performance for policy and self-promotion for service. From viral sound bites to staged smirks for the cameras, Kelly frames Crockett as less of a serious lawmaker and more of a low-rent influencer who wandered onto Capitol Hill.
We were having a committee hearing on oversight, and it was really late at night. And I was really irritated because I'm always like, why can't we work normal work hours like regular people, 8 to 5? I don't know what's wrong with Congress that we're always doing crazy things at 9, 10, 11, 2 a.m. under Nancy Pelosi. So we're on the oversight committee, and she is running off her mouth, and I shot at her about her massively huge fake eyelashes.
Yeah, this made news.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I said something along the lines of like, well, you can't read it because of your fake eyelashes.
The sting deepens when Kelly breaks down Crockett's so-called accomplishments. While Crockett has a knack for inserting herself into controversies, her actual record is unimpressive. Kelly highlights the contrast between Crockett's endless self-promotion and her lack of meaningful results, hammering home the point that Crockett's real skill isn't leadership, it's survival.
But you're going to have your hands full with people laughing at you because you behave so foolishly. And the fact that you're a diva bitch behind the scenes, so much worse. You're not even beloved by your staff. Like, you alienate everyone. The people who know you best don't like you. The people who are just glancing at what you're putting out there publicly don't like you. So who likes you?
Kelly slices through Crockett's reliance on identity politics, showing how she often treats criticism as attacks on her race or gender rather than her ideas. Kelly dismantles that shield, pointing out that weak arguments, shallow strategies, and misplaced priorities can't be disguised. Crockett thrives on personal clashes, but Kelly exposes how her impulsive style and lack of discipline undermine her credibility, proving she's all reaction and no strategy.
Perfect. The Human Rights Campaign. These are the people who run around harassing every business to make sure that they're being pro-LGBTQ and pro-DEI and not doing anything that a Human Rights Campaign finds offensive in any way, shape, or form, unless if you are in a wheelchair and are the governor of Texas, in which case it is fine for Jasmine Crockett to do this to you. Watch.
Because we in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Kelly also skewers the hypocrisy woven into Crockett's every move. Crockett rails against privilege while benefiting from it, criticizes broken systems while profiting from them, and speaks of fairness while mocking dissent. Kelly methodically exposes this double standard while showing how Crockett's obsession with chaos and attention betrays insecurity. Instead of appearing powerful, Crockett comes across as fragile, overwhelmed, and out of her depth.
This guest has some more on Ms. Crockett. He's Benny Johnson. He's host of The Benny Show, and he has an exclusive report now on Crockett's alleged background. See, he traveled to where Crockett claims she is from a tough area of South Dallas. You know, you hear her speak. She tries to talk street like, okay. Compared to where she's actually from, it's quite a different picture. Where she's actually from is a beautiful, well-manicured area for the elite.
Crockett has built her career on viral outrage, but Kelly highlights the trap. Outrage fades fast. Today's applause becomes tomorrow's silence, leaving Crockett chasing the next headline. Kelly shows how Crockett avoids debates by demonizing opponents instead of engaging them, thriving on division while undermining her influence. Even Crockett's supposed strengths, like her boldness and defiance, are reframed as recklessness and insecurity, redefining her entire image.
The only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey.
I got to check my woke rule book, Walter, but I'm not sure I don't think that's allowed. I do not think you refer to the guy who's in a wheelchair as the governor of your state as Governor Hot Wheels. Some of her defenders online are like, we all call him that down here. And as far as I can tell, it's only nasty leftists who do. Not sure that gives you a pass.
Kelly's destruction captivates because of its precision. While Crockett flails loudly, Kelly dismantles her quietly and methodically, leaving the audience less impressed and even embarrassed for her. The roast reveals a harsh truth. Crockett isn't the rising star she claims to be. Beneath the theatrics, she's profoundly ordinary, lacking both the discipline and the depth to be taken seriously. And in Washington, perception like that can end careers.
To become, instead of someone who dumbs themselves down or lies about where they come from to try to be more hood.
Yes, that's what she's doing all the time. And she didn't talk like this before either, where she's like, y'all, I know, my homie, and I'm like, okay, that didn't exist. We ran tape from her before she ran for office. She sounded like a normal person, but now she's gone full street with the super long nails too, and like the lips and the gloss and like the eyelashes. She's really laying it on because she wants to be seen as like this down-home girl.
Kelly drags the truth into the spotlight, stripping away Crockett's carefully crafted persona and leaving behind an unimpressive record she can't disguise. In politics, once an illusion breaks, it rarely gets rebuilt. Where there was curiosity, there's now skepticism. Where there was enthusiasm, there's eye-rolling. Kelly didn't just roast Crockett. She confirmed what many suspected but hadn't said out loud, creating a narrative Crockett may never escape.
Stuff.
How do you even there's no reaching across the aisle to that.
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
just-
Well, she's not a real person. So some interesting things that I've always observed about her is how she treats her staff. She treats her staff like they are just beneath her.
I read that in the New York Post. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Wow.
So she always has one of her young male staffers has to carry her big, heavy handbag for her. She just hands it off. It's like,
The lesson is cruel but clear. Without substance, every rising star eventually burns out. Kelly's takedown gives Crockett's critics ammunition, plants doubt among her allies, and forces voters to question her credibility. In Washington, reputations spread fast, and Kelly's roast won't just live online. It'll echo behind closed doors. Every misstep Crockett makes from now on will reinforce Kelly's narrative, trapping her in a perception that could be politically fatal.
We know that we work for the American people, and what we not gonna do is stand around while they pull this that they trying to pull right now.
Like what? What do you? We have videotape. Why are you talking like that? No one believes this bull. And now she's graduated to acting like a thug. So congratulations, your term in the U.S. Congress is going really well.
Crockett is now cornered. If she fights back, she risks looking desperate. If she retreats, she looks defeated. Kelly's brilliance lies in how the takedown doesn't just wound Crockett in the moment, it defines her moving forward. Kelly has branded her as a politician propped up by hype, undone by immaturity, and exposed as a lightweight masquerading as a heavyweight. In Washington, narratives like this rarely die, and for Crockett, the damage may already be permanent.